Welcome, friends of the Greasy Shop Rag. Today we're going to take a look at a Husqvarna T540 top panel chainsaw. Customer complaint is that it's not oiling. I believe this is a Mark II model. So what's the first thing we want to do? Well, we're going to take the clutch cover off of here and take a closer look. Look how dry that bar is, how dry that chain is. You can see there's some bluing going on the bar. So it did run without oil and it did run hot. So let's get this clutch cover off. We're going to take a look at the oil feed hole in the bar. And you can see that the hole is clear. If it wasn't clear, it would look like this side where it's full of dirt. That other side that's full of dirt doesn't matter. That's not the side that's being used. When you flip the bar, then that side would be used. So we use our special clutch removal tool and pop that clutch off of there. So that yellowish looking plastic piece is our oiler worm gear. And it's got threads on it that turn the oil pump. It itself is turned by the clutch drum, which is turned by the clutch when you run it fast enough. But you can see that gear, there is some teeth missing in it. And we're looking at our oil pump, seeing if it turns free or not. And when we do that, we notice that the pump itself is loose. So that explains our entire problem. If the screw came loose on the pump and the pump's wiggling around and it stripped the worm gear, well, then it's not going to oil. So we now need to pull off this side cover. This is a T20 screw. The one on the bottom that's missing would have been a T25 or 27. And at this point you got to make a decision. This plastic cover is kind of hooked behind the brake handle. You can loosen the handle, you can remove the handle, or you can just fight it. Now there's a fair chance you could break the plastic doing this. But I got extra covers laying around, so I'm not too worried about it. If you don't have extra covers laying around, I suggest you loosen or remove that brake handle. Now this chain guide plate, this should just pop off of here. There is no tab on it that's securing it to the bar stud like you'd find on other models. I don't know why it's stuck. But there it goes, it popped right off. A little bit of dirt underneath here, but look at his pump. It's loose. The one screw holding it is loose. So we'll pull that screw out and examine the threads. Let's take a look at this oil pump and see if there's anything going on with it. There's a feed hole on one side and a discharge hole on the other. And I just want to make sure there's no dirt blocking those ports. And they were clean. The problem really wasn't any contamination in the system. It was just that loose screw. You can tell this saw gets used a lot, eh? So what I'm doing now is I put a little bit of a cleaner in that threaded hole for the oil pump and then blew it out. I want it to be clean and dry. And the same with the screw. Now when we put the oil pump back in, there you go, put that thing back in there. We'll put a little bit of Loctite on the threads of that screw. I should say that this is not the first time that I've seen this. I'm not sure if they have thread locker on this screw from the factory or not. But it's tight now, ain't it? We'll put our chain guide plate back on. And our cover. And again, so this is worse than taking the cover off, trying to get this back on. Getting it underneath right there. Oh man, what a mess. There's a chance of wrecking the cover doing it this way. So this is kind of one of those do as I say, not as I do kind of scenarios. I really recommend that brake handle come off, even though that's kind of a pain in the butt too. But we got it. And we'll run our screws back in. These are T20s. Alright, so we need a worm gear. Let's take a look at a new one versus an old one. I mean, you can clearly see the difference in the threads, how that one's stripped out. We're just going to use a little bit of grease when we reassemble this. Just double checking my oil pump that it turns free. Putting a little bit of grease on the crankshaft. We slide the worm gear in place. Clutch needle bearing. We'll put some grease on it before we install it. And I just realized there, looking at the crankshaft, that this one's cross drilled so that you can grease that bearing without taking anything apart. And I want to make sure that that hole is clear so that if the customer uses this feature, he's not pumping dirt into the bearing the first time he uses it. So I blew it out, made sure it was clean. We'll put the bearing on there and I'll show you how this works. When you pump grease in from the end, it comes out that cross-drilled hole and then lubes the bearing. Clean a little bit of the schmutz off of the clutch. Remember, this is reverse threads. And we'll buzz it into place. I just hold the stop switch. You know, if the motor were to spin over, it could potentially start. Alright, looks like we got oil coming out of there. Let's finish putting this together and we'll do our final test. I like to take a razor blade and clean the end of these bars. Stuff builds up on there, and if the bar is not sealed tight to the saw body, you know, you might not feed oil into that oil hole very well. And that just opens up the opportunity for dirt to get in there and plug up that oil feed hole. So we like to keep that mating surface nice and flush. So that's all I'm going to have for you on the Husqvarna T540 top panel chainsaw that wouldn't oil. Thanks for watching. Later. It oils now.